Hey y'all. I'm gonna I'm just getting a screen up here that I wanted to show you guys. There we go. I really dislike my face taking up the whole screen. It's weird. Hey Mama Moon, how are you? Mega Pines, thank you for being here. Um, this live is not gonna be very long, okay? But grab a snack. Okay, I have my carrots here, so I'll be munching on some carrots. And then just kind of doing some research and asking questions that maybe some of you can answer or not. That's okay. So, hey Fred, how are you? Thank you for being here. I'm just open up YouTube on my phone. I'm sorry, this live was supposed to happen an hour ago, but life happens. So, all right. This live was supposed to happen. There we go. That way I can see the chat. Hey Bridge, how are you? Holly, hi. Tracy. Oops, my headphones. Hold on. There we go. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me okay? Bridge, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. That's awesome. Welcome to the Kermit crew. That's the first time I use that. We'll talk about that later. Since we're all animals, I'll be a little frog. Tracy, man. Oh, did I say hi? Hi from England. Do you guys have your snacks? Are you ready? Yes, okay. We're gonna do some ASMR here for you. Let me see. If you like, there's some people that really enjoy listening to soda being poured in glass. Let's check it out. There we go. There we go. Cheers. Oh, it's so spicy. Do I have an iPhone link to become a member? ASMR. Yes, right. Give me the link. Okay, I'll do that here in a second. I just want to make sure I say hi to everybody. I don't know how to do that. If maybe a mod could, you could drop down the link for membership. That's awesome. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. That was it, right? Also crunchy. Hi, Michael. How are you? You guys are awesome. All right, let's get this party started. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link down. I believe I have a guest wanting Miss Larissa. All right, let's do it. Okay. What am I saying? Dude, and I'm sorry guys, I haven't been able to make a video. It's been actually 2 weeks since I actually legit made a video, but I've been doing lives more. But I need to get back to making videos because that's a best way to get information out there. Sometimes I talk too much, sometimes I don't talk enough. So yes. Oh yeah, I love ASMR stuff too. I'm glad that you guys love the lives though, but Kiely is the topic. When you come up on panel, Kiely is what keeps us together. Hey, Jendo. Oh, did I say hi to Parker? Hey, Parker. I'm so glad you're here. Finally, I'm catching a live. Been on the replay crew for a bit. Jendo, that's right. I appreciate you saying that, Jendo. And also, your name is awesomely clever. Hey, Crane Cakes, how are you? I just wanted to get some people up here. And hang out before we started with the info. If you do not like the ASMR, I will stop doing it, but I haven't eaten much today, and carrots is where it's at with me. Jendo. No, there's two Jendos, right? So there's one Jen with one N, And then there's a Jen double endo. Auspicious names. Did I use that in the correct context? Anyway, okay, the link is in StreamYard. Let me put down, if you want to become a member of the channel, I can do that. Or Shan, can you share that? Put that in the StreamYard. Yeah. Hey Sunflower, how are you? Okay. So let's just get going and then we'll go from there. Also, make sure you're wearing something comfy. I'm in my pajamas already. I do the matching set pajama situation because it makes me feel safe. The Phantom channel says lives are great as long as you don't keep deleting them. We still love you though. Thanks for all the great convos and sleuthing. There's a reason why I do that. I don't delete every live, but sometimes I just feel like some lives get a little. I don't feel like the information that's on there is pertinent. Most of it maybe we're just kind of talking about other stuff, so I don't leave it up. So I don't know. That's kind of what I do. So, but I appreciate you saying that. Okay, so you sound no, actually my voice is just always like this now. I don't know what it is. I sound like a smoker, but I'm not a smoker. I never had a cigarette in my life. Okay, so there was a video that was sent to me by a amazing viewer. I think it was one of the comments they asked, "Hey, can I email you something?" But also in my about section, the email that you see there, just send it to me. Send me whatever you want on there, as long as you don't try to hack me. But this viewer was kind enough to send me this. I had never seen this before. I did share it with the Discord peeps the other day. Oh well, it was actually last night. I think Shan, the member link, Miss Shan. I think someone was asking for that one. So, somebody sent me this. I forgot the name already. Anyway, I had not seen it. So we're gonna watch it here. I've only watched it once, and we're gonna listen to it a few times. I'm gonna mute myself, raise up the volume. I can try to put the captions on, but a little bit of context for this. This was one of the days of the search, and yeah, let's just listen to it. Okay, raise that volume up.
Yeah, it's a friend. It's a friend. Oh, okay. But I noticed it was from Del Rey.
Yeah,
And
so
then I looked
somebody
it
bought
up.
it at the concert.
Oh,
I mean, it's
okay.
just, when you go to a concert and they sell T-shirts and they sell sweatshirts and they decide what this beautiful top and they put stuff on them. And I think a friend bought it at a concert, if I'm correct.
Uh-huh.
And then her friend just loaned it to her, coincidentally.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know if she had it with her that night or not. I take a picture of that. But just, you don't have girlfriends, teenage girls too.
Yeah.
Clothes from one house to another to another. You never know.
Yeah, and then it starts traveling around the media that she made sweatshirt. No, she
Absolutely
did not.
It was bought at an event.
What media are you with?
I volunteer to help the media.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually not a media person, just to help get stories if they need help, like if they want interviews or information. But her mom had said, I believe her mom had said that it was just bought at an event or a shop or something.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't make this and they had no control over what was on it. They just liked it. And I think the daughter's is musical. And I think likes her voice. And so I think, and they're just girlfriends passing clothes around. They girlfriends do.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Look at people put the flyers on there.
Can't go? Do this to clear out stuck poop fast.
Sorry, I didn't mean for that other thing to show. All right, hold on. Sorry about that. Oh, that was funny. Okay. All right, we watched that. Sorry. I'm gonna play the beginning. I'm gonna play it a couple times, okay? Because it's a minute long. But just from the first like. All right, so just sorry, that was so stupid. I am so sorry. But just from that, they're talking about the about Kylie and the sweatshirt and who loaned it to her. And this lady apparently volunteers to help the media. So I don't know, because like teenagers head investigations in this town, and like random people like assign themselves media. What could be the professional word? Media. I don't know. Help me out. Okay, so let's just go back and we'll listen to it again. I've never seen this, so thank you, viewer, that sent this to my email.
Was from Del Rey.
Larissa, I sent you the StreamYard link on your private Discord message. Yeah, okay. And I don't know how to get the link to join as a member, y'all. So you just go to my page and it says join. It should say join somewhere, and then you go there. But I don't know. I'll figure it out at some point. Sorry, let me play it again.
Somebody loaned that to her.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
a-
friend.
It's
You know how
a
teenage
friend.
girls are.
Oh, okay. But I noticed it was from Del Rey.
Yeah,
And
so
then I
think
looked
somebody
it
bought
up.
it at the concert. I
Oh,
mean, it's
okay.
just, when you go to a concert and they sell T-shirts and they sell sweatshirts and they decide what this beautiful and they put stuff on them. And I think a friend bought it at a concert, if I'm correct.
Uh-huh.
And then her friend just loaned it to her, coincidentally.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know if she had it with her that night or not. But just, girlfriends, teenage girls too.
Yeah.
Clothes from one house to another to another. You never know.
Yeah. And then it starts traveling around the media that she made sweatshirt.
No,
No, she
absolutely
did not.
It
No.
was bought at an event.
What media are you with?
All right, wait.
Oh, okay.
Can you pause it?
Just to help get stories that they need help, like
Yeah.
if they want interviews or information. But her mom had said, I believe her mom had said that it was just bought at an event or a shop or something. And they didn't make this, and they had no control over what was on it. They just liked it. And I think the daughter's very musical. And I think liked her voice, and so I think, and they're just girlfriends passing clothes around, which girlfriends do.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Look at people put the flyers on there.
All right. Hey, Miss Larissa, how are you? Can you hear me okay? You are up on panel, Caleb. If you want the link, I will send it to you as a private message. I don't know what's going on. But there you go. So okay, so this sweatshirt, and I do remember seeing an interview. I don't remember if it was like a news article or something. Hey, Crisis. But mom wanted to make it very clear that this was not I would think like a suicide, because that sweatshirt, the phrase that it has, it sounds like someone would maybe it's a very sad phrase. I forgot the phrase. If you guys remember, put it in the chat. There she goes, Mom Slaughter again. There you go. Hey there.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I was gonna say, the person that was speaking in this video, who was that?
Well, see, that's what is going to be my next conversation. Who is this lady? And I think
Okay.
tonight, I think we should do some homework on that. And anybody that's on here, you can just type this person's name. I mean, the name's on her little sticker thingy. We got to find out who this lady is, because this lady seems to be the person that is in charge of all media stuff or giving information to the media. So you have Cassie, but she's this family spokesperson. And then you have this lady who's like the media first spokesperson.
Right. Right. That's why I was asking, like, who was the one who said what they said, because I've never seen this or heard this before. So this is the first time for me. And I want to know, I'm very curious on who said what.
Mm-hmm. And mom wants to make sure everybody, like, mom wants us to know, no, my daughter did not commit suicide. Because I think that was probably initially what they believed. Because there is a high suicide rate in that town, and mental health. There's a big mental health issue there. That's why Miss Phoebe Bell was at every, who's like in charge of mental health and drug. She was at every community meeting and spoke right after sheriffs did, which would make sense. But we're gonna watch it one more time, and then we'll start. I'll start looking at the chat. Caleb, I sent you the link.
Was from
Go.
Del.
Yeah,
it's a
friend.
It's
You know
a
teenage
friend.
girls are.
So she says somebody loaned that to her. I want to know who loaned it to her. I think I have an idea about who did loan it to her, but I want to know why they think she had it on, when at the end this lady says, but they don't think she had it on or something at the party.
Wait, who did not have what on? Have they
Kiely.
described what was not on, or
Yeah, look, look at on that board you have, just those typical pictures that we got at the beginning.
yes,
Kiely not wearing the sweater, Kiely not at a party.
yes.
So, I mean, like, there was a video that you made the other day, actually, you did a good job just getting to the point of, if you do not see how this does not make sense, something's wrong. Like, we could sleuth
Right.
all day long,
Yes.
but we do not have any pictures of her at a party. We do not have any pictures of her wearing anything that they say she wore, including
We
those
do not.
necklaces that you pointed out the other day. So this is all hearsay information that they were given so far. I mean, that's what it seems like, because we never got anything from the party. But okay, so she says it here at the end somewhere.
Oh, okay. But I noticed it was from Del Rey.
Yeah,
And
so
then
Like Lana Del Rey.
I looked
somebody
it
bought
up.
it at the concert.
Somebody bought it at the concert or a concert. If you really want to sleuth your brains out, you can figure out which of these friends probably have been to a concert. I mean, if you want to get crazy about it. But I don't know. Let's keep going.
I mean, it's
Okay.
just, when you go to a concert and they sell T-shirts and they sell sweatshirts and they decide what these beautiful top and they put stuff on them. And I think a friend bought it at a concert. I think.
Wait.
And
Okay.
her friend
Stop that for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Who is talking to this person in this video?
So
Do you know for sure who's talking to this person in this video?
all I have is this person's YouTube,
Yes.
but I don't know who this person is that's speaking to this lady.
Okay.
But we could do some research. Yeah. I don't know.
Let's keep listening, and I'm gonna listen to the voice and the tones and the patterns, and I analyze voices and things that are said. So let's keep listening, and then I don't know. I heard a very similar verse that I know, but
Okay.
we'll keep going.
All right. Let's just go a little back.
and they sell T-shirts and they sell sweatshirts and they decide what these beautiful top and they put stuff on them. And
Beautiful top, by the way. Like, what? Sorry. She's talking about the concert, and then it's just beautiful top, by the way. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm sorry.
and they put stuff on them.
Hold on.
I mean,
Okay.
it's just, when you go to a concert and they sell T-shirts and they sell sweatshirts and they decide what these beautiful top and they put stuff on them. And I think a friend bought it at a concert, if I'm correct.
Uh-huh.
And then her friend just loaned it to her, coincidentally.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know if she had it with her that night or not.
Okay. They don't know whether she had it with her that night or not. Okay, then why is it up there on the board with Kiely next to it from the gas station? According to this person that's in charge of helping media.
But just, have girlfriends, teenage girls too.
Yeah.
Close from one house to another to another. You never know.
Yeah. And then it starts traveling around the media that she made sweatshirts.
No,
No, she
absolutely
did not.
It
No.
was bought at an event.
It's Linda something, right?
What media she
Absolutely
did not.
It
No.
was bought at an event.
What media?
Oh, dude, it literally says Linda, and then it has like parentheses, and it says media.
So my question is, why are they giggling about this event?
Well, they're talking about the Lana Del Rey concert where this sweater was bought at, and that whoever went to this concert lent it to Kylie. But I don't understand, like it feels weird between them. This media lady is kind of weird.
Yes, like that's what I'm getting at is the fact that this lady is so confident that she can giggle about the subject to
Mhm.
another person
Mhm.
when it's not something to giggle about. Yes, we do on our accounts giggle about things to give comedic relief because it's hard to deal with this case.
Mhm.
But when you're in the midst and you're in the middle, and I'm sorry to say this, but when you're in the middle of this case and you're doing a search party and you're this and you're that, there's no reason to laugh. You're searching for a missing girl.
Mhm. Oh, he's right. You're right. But I mean, I don't know. These people have been there all day outside, so maybe that's. I don't know. You're right. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out a reason, right? Because the last thing we want is to be accused of looking at every little thing and just being unreasonable about it. So it's important to listen to or think about all aspects here. Um, let's see. I want to before we keep going, I want to say hi to some people. I appreciate you guys being here. The Phantom Channel. Your comment is yes, you're right on. She says coincidentally. What does that mean? She was wearing this coincidentally when it said. I think somebody did post it in the chat what that saying was. Um, I don't know. But hi Heather. Let's see. Hey Missy 18, good to see you. Yes, you're right. Billy darling. Hey Caleb, I sent you a StreamYard link to your DM to your Discord. That's about as much as I can do, but what's going on? What are you thinking? You do not believe in coincidences. Well, yes, and like what is the coincidence though? And why does she say coincidentally? I mean, this lady is media person, parentheses, self-appointed media person. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. To people who don't know either one another and are making small talk. Yeah. Okay, Caleb. Let's go. You disagree about what? From day one, when Kylie Mae Rodney went missing, everyone was laughing and smiling until that day she was found. Yeah, it was kind of like a feel good situation. Let's do some concerts in the park. Honestly and coincidentally, extra words usually means the opposite in Truckanese. Yeah, you guys are real funny. Hey, Crime Watch with Kenny, how are you? I don't think. Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna play this a couple more times, but I'll put the link to this video in the description when the live is over, so you can go and overanalyze it as much as we want. You cannot go on panel. I'm sorry, Caleb. I don't know what to do. Well, log in, dude.
Media are you with?
I volunteer to help the media.
So she covers her sticker, right? I don't think she's doing that on purpose, but it's just something I noticed.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a media person.
I'm not a media person. Well, I wonder why you volunteered then. Is my question. I mean, maybe some of these people are trying to be helpful. I don't know. It's just like when it's the first time you see something, it's just crazy because the actions, it doesn't make sense. The actions of this community. I hate being that person that overanalyzes things like that. But I think at this point, I have done so much research, and all the videos that are on my page is proof of that. That I think at this point, I can form opinions and then share them now. I'm not going to tell you what to think, but at this point now I feel comfortable. But it took me a long time to get to this place where I am now, to share with you now opinions that maybe I have held back because I wanted to let everybody else talk, you know? So it's kind of my turn now. And then, I don't know, put my foot in my mouth later, maybe. But this place is strange. But I mean, whatever, every town has its thing. Hi, William. How are you? Hey, Peg.
Can I ask you, Ara, what date was this interview from?
Well, let's see.
Do you have a date that it was at least posted from?
August the 13th.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll watch a little bit more of it, and then I'll evaluate it, and I'll give you my opinion.
Alrighty.
To help get stories if they need help, like if they want interviews or information. But her mom had said, I believe her mom had said that it was just bad.
All right, can you stop it for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Were people just laughing?
It sounds like it.
Oh,
But Crank,
why?
somebody said something interesting. Like they're just like awkward people that have never met, and they're just making small talk, maybe. Or
Yes, but why, during the midst of this case, were people making jokes and laughing?
maybe that's how they deal with tragedy. Maybe, I don't know.
Information. But her mom had said, I believe her mom had said that it was just bad at an event or a shop or something.
She said it was bought at an event or a shop. That's what she says.
They didn't make this, and they had no control over what was on it. They just liked it. And I think the daughter's very musical.
The daughter is very musical, not difficult.
And I think likes her voice, and so I think, and they're just girlfriends passing clothes around.
So they know who lent her this sweater. They don't want to say, and they don't want to share pictures of Kiely, yes or not, wearing this at the party. And I'm just gonna put a little opinion out there, and it was probably because these kids don't want their picture out there with her and with them and Kiely at this party, because there was probably drinks in their hand. There was probably other stuff in their hands. They were probably doing stuff in those pictures that it's better that the world doesn't see. But it's interesting to me, or actually, no, it makes sense. The parents, they want to protect their kids, so don't put it out there. But at the same time, having that information they could have found Kiely faster or something. I don't know. But their priorities, you see where their priorities are at. Even as how they interact with each other. Let's see.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Look at people put the flyers on there.
There you go. Oh, all right. And so that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the chat here if you guys want to check that out later. It's illegal protecting any criminal. Yes, right. I'm gonna go back and look catch up in the chat here. I want to see what you guys are saying. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you, Billy, darling? These people know each other about as well as Sammy knew Kiely, right? Stepford Wives on crime watch. Yeah, Peg and Shan are thinking with the same brain right now. I watched several videos just as short, and Swami and the bunch were. Oh, really, William and hi. But yeah, mom wouldn't say where it came from. She wasn't at the party nor on the travel back from Reno back to Truckee. The friend would know, not mom, right? Because they all stood by and knew what happened. I think it's starting to really look that way. All right. So, yes, it's illegal to protect any criminal. Yeah, so specific with trivial details that have no context or bearing on finding Kiely. Why hide who loaned it to her? Yeah, good point. Crane Kick says, I'm not concerned about that. I'm more concerned about the saying on the sweatshirt and what happened to Kiely and the narrative they threw out. That Kiely did this to herself. She didn't. Sick sweatshirt. Yeah. I don't like how she says coincidentally she was wearing this. What coincidence are you speaking of, man? Like coincidence because why? This was posted on this YouTube channel on the 13th. So what coincidence are you speaking of? Or is it just something that came out of your mouth? Because I know I say stuff sometimes without thinking, and then I re-listen and then I ask myself, why did I say that? I'm going to show you after this some posts that I've found, that I've put on, that I've shared on Discord, and I'm going to put it here too, just to show you. And I find these specific ones, these specific comments and screenshots important. So I'm going to share them with you just because it pertains to how Kiely got to the party and how she left, or how people didn't see her leave or whatever. I still have about how she I think she took someone to the party. I want to know why that is not released. Anyway, we'll talk about that. So if you look at the other posts these kids have put out before, they did not hold back those kinds of photos. So it does not make sense as to why now. That's a very good point, Heather. Or so they think. Why are they laughing when there is a missing 16-year-old? Why doesn't anyone know what she was wearing? Yes, Parker. That's exactly. Linda says, it's just two ladies talking about the sweatshirt. They're not trying to disrespect Kiely. And yes, absolutely possible, Linda. That means you are an accessory after the fact. Correct, Caleb. Hi, Miss Princess. How are you? It has been. Well, the weather has been so crazy, dude. Last night my lights went out. Apparently we had a tornado in my town. Yes, you're right, Caleb. This whole case, they treated Kiely with zero respect. It's disgusting. I've never seen such sick and twisted shit. Love you, Kiely. Or Kiely was never at the party. In the beginning, I believe that something happened when she was on the way back from Reno. That was one thing I did consider. You know, stuff like this happens in real life. You know, friends do bad things to each other. I cannot think of a case right at the top of my head, but that's a good idea for maybe a community post to kind of show you there are cases where friends kind of do bad things to each other, or people that act like friends, but there's jealousy in a group and something that can turn into a hazing situation ended up really hurting someone badly.
Absolutely.
So it's just, I mean, it happens in real life.
It really does, because let me tell you something. So there was a case that I watched where this little girl was like, I think like middle school age, like maybe 6th, 7th, 8th grade. The oldest, okay? Not even in high school. And there was a girl that was jealous of her. She became friends with her and she let her out of her house. The mom had no idea what was going on. She thought that she was in the room, whatever. The girl snuck out and she ended up being burned to death on the side of the road.
Oh, wow.
And her parents didn't find out until later that day, when a hiker or somebody who frequently walks those streets came in and found the body. That girl was, I think, maybe 13 years old. So I would say eighth grade or freshman year, either eighth
Wow.
grade or beginning of freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
This girl was jealous because a boyfriend that this girl had was liking the new girl that came to the school.
Okay.
And so they had a huge argument over it. The girl became friends with her, started hanging out with her. She thought she was part of the popular crew. This little girl, before she died, thought she was part of the popular crew, started hanging out with her, set up a date to hang out with her, whatever, have a sleepover, this, that, and the other. And then she ends up in the side of the road, far, far from her home. And a person who walks a certain trail every single day found her body burned.
That's horrible.
Burned.
That's
Okay.
savage. That's just savage.
Yes. At
That's horrible.
13 years old. At 13 years old. So imagine what kids can do at 16, 17, 18 years old.
Under the influence to top it
Right.
off.
Especially under the influence. It's not just kids who are not under the influence at 12, 13, 11, 10, 14, 15. It doesn't matter how old you are, right? Because I think there was just a 6-year-old that shot a teacher. Okay.
Oh Lord, what is happening in this world?
Which is horrible. A 6-year-old. So it doesn't matter how old you are. It does not matter how old you are. There is crimes that are happening, whether you're 16, 17, 18, 10, 11, 12, 13. It does not matter. There's crimes happening.
Yeah.
That are fatal crimes to people.
Yep. It happens.
So when you look at Kiely's case, you look at it like she was the youngest out of all of the kids that she was hanging out with. Even her boyfriend Jagger. Jagger was 18. Sammy is 18. Nacy is over the age of 18. All of these kids are over the age of 18, and Kiely was the only minor that we know of so far.
Yep. And she didn't go to school with these people.
Right. She didn't go to school with these people. So what was the malicious intent behind her death?
Well, that was the question. Who asked her to, why did she want to go? And I have some screenshots where someone named, let's call them Late Unio, is speaking on who actually organized this party. So Sammy actually, from the screenshots I saw, I shared them with you earlier. It's this person, 8 Unio, said that Sammy was the one that organized this party. So Sammy invited probably Kiely, in my opinion. I want to know how and why she went to this party, because if I understand this correctly, she wasn't going to parties. This wasn't like a regular thing for her. From everything I've read, it doesn't seem like it. Billy, darling, we got a hobby. Yes, man, you guys won't let that go, huh? Get a hobby. Yeah, you guys are mad about that. Has anyone seen her in that Lana Del Rey hoodie? Anyone? No. And or the Odd Future one, we have seen her in that one, but not at the party. But this Lana Del Rey one was random. The information on this hoodie, just I don't understand how it makes sense. Unless it is important, but they know why we don't.
So do we know who gave the information on the hoodie?
No.
Or is it is it anonymous or is it
I think it was just a random tip, but why does it matter is what I want to know. Unless it matters, but they're not going to tell us why. I don't know. That was put out on purpose. 95% of people believe it was an accident. I think that it's 50-50. I think everybody in Truckee, actually, I can't speak on Truckee. I don't know what those people think. But I think there's less people that think it's an accident, especially from all the comments I've seen on Facebook groups and all these YouTube videos. There's a large collective, like a following of people, and it's not just us. It's not just us on YouTube. I'm talking about there's comments under news articles, and these people are probably never been on YouTube commenting on streams. on Facebook. Like, I'm talking thousands and thousands of comments on every Facebook group of most, like 95% of people saying that this is not an accident. And I'm telling you because I've read them. And Shan can vouch for me that I probably spent too much time looking at that stuff. That was put out on purpose, said Crane Kicks the sweatshirt, and saying just like the many other narratives that they threw out for weeks. They pointed everyone in many directions, distracting us all from where to look. Yes, I agree with that. The party was the scapegoat. See, the other thing that we need to, and I need to move on and show you these screenshots because I promised this live was not going to be forever. We need to shoot. I can't do. There's no way I can do two things at once. I need to stop doing that. I lost my train of thought. We have to figure out who she went with. So we're not going to do it tonight, but we're asking questions. Hold on. Peg Baldwin, as was posting herself up trash and partying shortly after video and photos. Who was Sammy? Why not from the party? Not behind. Hold on. Even if there were photos that showed her in the sweatshirt with alcohol or drugs, they could still crop out and show. Yes, I agree, Heather. That's right. What's war? She wasn't even in the car. Why do you say that? Then 95% of people need to open their eyes. Yep. Behind, but you guys like really say some good things. One blurry fake image of Kiely. Surely there must be more cameras that caught her car before that fake party. Okay, because you said that, Crime Watch with Kenny, I'm going to show this screenshot. If I can find it quick enough. But keep talking in the comments. Just give me 1 second. If not, I'll come back to it. Okay, there it is. So there's this one. Somebody remind me to label screenshots. So that was something that people did discuss. And I found this in one of those groups. Here, and you know what? I know I felt a certain way about showing the names, but this is from a public Facebook group, so I'm not really outing anybody. They commented this on their own. Everyone's an adult. But this person did ask something like that. Did any of the gas stations within 100-mile radius have video? You know, because I believe now in 2022, almost every gas station has cameras outside, inside. A lot, right? I mean, it's I've never seen a gas station at this point without video surveillance of some sort. And then someone said, I'm going to venture to say that car was not captured on any gas station footage after that party. And then they replied, what makes you say that? She goes, I'll message you. I screenshotted that because that sounded super cryptic. But again, Crime Watch with Kenny, because you said that, it reminded me that there's this screenshot. There is video. Yeah. Care, who is that on screen? That's me, Miss Larissa, and a screenshot I took. Miss Larissa is having tech issues too, it seems. Okay. Now, we're going to go and watch a video. Oh, I'm sharing myself. Why am I doing that? Ew, there's two of me. Gross. Don't do that. Okay. This is a video I worked on maybe 5 months ago. I want to revisit it because here I think we're just trying to figure out. Hey, Jenny Pooh. Oh, thank you, Heather. Sorry, man. I love who was in the video at the truck. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. All right. Look at this. Without her knowing how inebriated she was.
Within the only 10 minutes that I was there, I literally had a group of 5 guys try to come get me to take as many bong rips as I could, forcefully without my boyfriend.
Okay, and I have to say this too. I know we've seen this footage 1,000 times, but I mean, I just can't. I'm trying to imagine if this is a real story. I don't think this is a real story. I think that she's saying this to set a scene, you know? She's setting the scene to make it seem like there were all these bad people there. But was this party different than all the others? Because I mean, these people probably, they go to many parties. I'm just gonna say that. That's it. This party had to be different. One person was out of, let's say 1,000 people, right? Because everybody, we went from 100 to 200 to 300 to 400 people. Let's just say 1,000, whatever, right? Because it doesn't really matter. Facts don't matter to these people, right? Out of 1,000 people, one person did not make it home, but there were many crazy things happening. You see, the chances of that are very low. Okay, that's why I can't believe, I don't believe all of this. That's what I have a problem with. But imagine the situation where Meg shows up and you have 4 or 5 guys just running up to Megs because she was like, is there only one entrance to this party? Like, do they have to go through a door, or do they have to get like a freaking scanner thing or something? And then so everybody can see everybody coming in and they're like, oh look, new girl, let's run and let's get some bong rips happening. I don't get it. This story is weird, but okay. I digress. Oops.
Present.
And here she clearly understands that this is not a place to be, maybe dangerous. She says it herself 10 minutes into it, which, I mean, if you ask my opinion, I'm not fully believing the story that she tells us here, but who am I to argue? I wasn't there. However, she, as soon as she gets there with Kiely, within the first 10 minutes, she's bombarded by men or boys to take bong rips forcefully. I don't know what that looks like, but that's what she says. Something to consider is that when this group of guys went up to Mags to forcefully make her take bong rips, Kiely was at her side. Now, do we know if Kiely was offered bong rips? We don't know that, but I'm trying to picture the situation in my head. Mags and Kiely get there at the party, and then as soon as they get there, these boys are wanting them to take bong rips. Was Kiely included in that interaction, essentially, is my question.
There was a lot of guys that did approach us.
And then here we have Sammy also confirming that there were strange young adults, men, I don't know, approaching them. I don't know if it was just them, maybe it was 2 other girls at the party, but I wonder what more Sammy would have to say about the rest of the party. We only know so little, so that's why I dissect so much, trying to get a clear picture of everything. If you guys recall a previous video that I made, and I'll link it down below, I don't remember what it's called right now. Marika Beck, who is Lindsay's best friend, also speaks about these strange guys that showed up at the party and around 12:30 a.m., which is interesting. And then after that, it got kind of weird. All right, I'm going to stop myself there. So you have all these possibilities. Let's stop here. We have all these possibilities so far. One, maybe it was a suicide. Coincidentally, she was wearing, right, this sweater from the lady, the self-appointed Linda media lady. Okay, so you have that. Maybe she did this to herself. Did what? Okay. And then you have the other narrative. So Meg's setting the stage for there were bad people at this party. It was a dangerous party. I had 5 people that wanted me to take bong rips at the same time, forcefully, without my boyfriend present. Dear Lord. Wow, what an evil party that you went to for 10 minutes. Okay, whatever. So you have that. Are they trying to set the stage for maybe somebody did something to her because we saw these older guys and they were there for, to start to do some bad things, right? If you're logical, wouldn't they just have assumed that she was just really drunk and drove into the water? Because essentially that would have made the most sense. But it's the thing that nobody talks about. Nobody says that, you know what, she was really drunk, she's probably in the water, look, go check, because this road leads, look, she could have taken a wrong turn, she's probably right there. But it almost seems like that was avoided, like they didn't want to talk about that. Like that was the last thing that could have happened to her, a drunk girl at a party driving off the road. Because if that would have been the first thing they thought about or put out there, they would have found her, right? On like the next day, because they had all these people with sonars and stuff. You saw them on the water with their little flippy flaps and looking down with their goggles. I don't know. I just was police that incompetent? Well, was it? Right? I ranted again. Whoops. And it broke up the party. Now, it is the sun that it got kind of weird and it broke up the party. Now, it is the sun, so I don't know how reliable they are. I mean, you guys can have your own opinions about the sun. However, I find some of the statements in there interesting. I had never heard about this Marika Beck person, so that's an interesting name and person to me. She labels this party as a quote unquote parent's worst nightmare. There's drinking and stuff. It's really unfortunate. It is a parent's worst nightmare, and we're just trying to get her home, she said.
Definitely, I was getting a gut feeling during that party that something just didn't feel right with the.
Something didn't feel right. And I know we're revisiting this. I know we've seen this. Okay, if you're here in this live stream because you want new information, really, there isn't. There isn't. But all we can do is listen. So Sammy knows that this party is bad. Okay? That it was different. Look, here is a screenshot from that person, 8 Unio. If you know, you know. Sammy only took the lead because she put the party together. And by the way, this is available on evil underscore exists YouTube page. I found this on TikTok. I did not message 8 Unio. Okay. But I found this on Evil Exists YouTube page. I don't have the link right now, but it's here. Go back to the beginning. There are a lot of content creators that actually were trying to talk to these people. So I just want to say that this is not mine. I did not message this person. It says Sammy only took the lead because she put the party together. And then Evil Exist said, "Oh, was it her party? Why do you think she left Kiely there? Is that normal because you all arrange to go home by yourselves usually, or do you also find that odd?" She goes, "I also find that odd. Really, she shouldn't have left Kiely alone." So there's that one. And then you have, "I was not at the party. Kiely and Sammy were never really friends. Mags is her best friend. Kiely and I are close friends." So that's what I don't understand. Why did the best friend leave 10 minutes in? Why did the best friend leave 10 minutes in, but the one that was not her friend be with her the whole night? Read that second line again. Which one? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was not at the party. 8 Unio was not at the party. Kylie and Sammy were never really friends. Mags is her best friend. Kylie and I are close friends. Yep. It's interesting. Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to look at. I put it in Discord, Caleb, already. I put it in the Nuggets. Narrative to not arrest anyone. Yeah. Okay, and I did make a video about this a while ago, but I don't know where it is. So, yeah, so many people have said about them crate kicks. Who would leave a friend alone out in the woods late at night? A non-friend would leave you there, Frank. A non-friend. And it is very clear to me Sammy was a non-friend. Sammy took the lead in this investigation because she was the one that organized this party. Okay, someone from that friends group is saying it. They said it. I am not assuming. They said it. I am sharing what they said. Okay? Sammy only took the lead because she put the party together. I am not saying this. This is not my opinion. This is them. These are the teenagers talking. So Sammy was not, hey Megs, how are you? Sammy was not her friend like that. And their friends are saying that she organized it. That's all. So then let's continue. So this is from another, or she was driving, right? Maybe she was a DD. Okay, so I'm going to share something else here. So this person to me, this is from another public Facebook group for Kiely. These screenshots will be out of order, but this Emma Golden person, like, again, if there are names out here, we're all adults, like, don't go doxing people. That's not the point of this. We're just trying to get information. I want to get a clear picture of what happened that night. And the last people that are going to tell the truth are the people that were there drinking and stuff, right? Because they don't want to admit to committing a crime. Is there a link to others remembering what happened that night? I'm not sure if there's a link. I've just talked to them on the phone. Can you, just in general, let us know the discrepancies in your friend's statements and Sammy's recollection? Mostly just where she made one statement and then changed it the next day. I do understand she was drunk, so it could be just could be cloudy or something coming to light. What kind of things is your friend saying? They asked me not to say, seeing as it is an ongoing investigation and they could get into trouble. Again, these are public on a Facebook group. Let's go to the next one. Okay, here's another one where this person, again, is answering questions. Yes, thank you, Caleb. I should put that on the description. Did your friends see her leave? Most of them left before her or were already asleep in their cars by that point. But your friends did see her there. I've thought that maybe could have happened to Kiely. She said she was staying there. Maybe she really fell asleep in her car and someone took advantage of her. Yes. Now, I don't know if this Emma person is from there or whatever. Again, I'm just sharing with you what I found, conversations that were interesting to me. Megs, thank you for that super sticker. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. I hope you're doing well. And thank you for being here. And everybody just needs to remember that everybody is safe in this chat, and we're all here to just, discuss facts or my research. So, but thank you. And I need to do this, Caleb. Put it in there. Let's see. Did your friend see her leave? Already showed this to you, right? Okay, sorry. Okay. Sorry, I have stuff out of order, so it's taking me a second here. Okay, let me keep playing this video, and then we'll keep going.
The amount of people that were there and how old some of these people were from the amount of people who did show up, it was scary. It was really scary.
She acknowledges that she was also uncomfortable, which also makes her series of events confusing because she leaves her quote unquote good friend at a party that she was uncomfortable and scared at.
So it was supposed to be a senior farewell party where all the seniors and everybody from around our area, like Tahoe and Truckee and Incline and Kings Beach, were supposed to be there. They were invited there because it was supposed to be like saying goodbye to your favorite seniors before everybody starts going off to college.
And if you checked out the map that I posted here, it doesn't seem like it was meant to be a small party to begin with.
Because soon enough here, people are going to start leaving and moving out. And so Kiely's a senior, or she graduated early, so she's considered a senior, and I was a senior. So every senior was initially invited to the party. And as well, all grades were invited just so that they could say goodbye. So I had talked with Kiely, and I had known she was going beforehand. We hadn't planned on going together, and we ended up not going together. She came with her best friend Mags Larson. Magdalene, sorry, is her first name.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, and so she came with her, drove in with her, and then Mags ended up leaving about 10 minutes into the party with her boyfriend Ross, Mags's boyfriend, and told Kiely goodbye and everything. And they were never planning on like leaving together or staying together at the party. They just went to the party together because they were hanging out earlier in the day.
Okay, so that's going to be another point, because I think it's important, or I mean, I guess it's important to me. It maybe would answer some questions. Why she changed her mind? She was with Mags earlier. She was with Kate. How did it happen that she just like decided to go? And it could be a detail that doesn't matter. I understand that. I get it. I can put myself on the other side of this and see, okay, like, what does it matter? It's ridiculous. Well, who cares, right? I care because I guess I want to know if she was intentionally made to go to this party, or she wanted to, like, I still believe in the fight club narrative, the fight night situation. I just want to know what actually happened. I think we all want to know what actually happened, but the clues are there. I don't know. This is sometimes I have trouble with this conversation. But let's keep going.
And then I saw her the second she got there, and from that moment on, we were pretty much seen together all around the party.
I know it's nothing. I may be picking, but it's interesting to me the choice of words she uses when she says we were practically seen all around the party. I feel this is in reference to maybe all the teen-to-teen talk she's had, and she's asking for information. Hey, did you see Kiely? And the people what are they giving back to her is, yeah, I saw her and you together throughout the whole party. So I think that's where this comes from.
And it started to grow really big. I would say around 10 to 10:30. It just blew up. Like, it started to get to the point where I was getting overwhelmed. And I'm a very social person. I've been to a lot of these parties. I've never been overwhelmed.
Definitely, I was getting a gut feeling during that party that something just didn't feel right with the amount of people that were there and how old some of these people were from the amount of people who did show up. I've
actually been underwhelmed, but at this party, it was very large. Like,
So again, the relevance of that, I don't understand. But word vomit. The word vomit is there. I mean, but she's a young person. She's nervous. I get it. I can see both sides of it. Hold on, I'm gonna stop sharing this, and I'm gonna share one more thing, and then I'm gonna actually end the live because I feel like there's some research I need to do. Okay.
Again, I'm just gonna give you some not a planned part of the video. Being pulled out of the reservoir. They put this out for the internet to see, but then they just shut it all down. I don't know. I don't understand the actions of this law enforcement agency of this town.
This is an exclusive view of this. The Placer County Sheriff's Office said the identity.
I don't know what the point of this is. This is, again, not what I was trying to get at, but I don't know. I'm learning and I'm trying to speak at the same time. These people they're just doing that. They're exclusive, breaking news, blah 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 blah. Whatever. Okay, fine. You know what? Just don't get. Do you guys remember who created this website? Of what this reporter just said. This is a friends, right?
Okay, sorry, I'm scanning through it because this video, we're talking about why she wasn't found sooner. And you'll hear some statements here.
This is still a very active investigation.
And I'm just speaking of what this reporter just said. This is a very active investigation. I mean, I don't know. It's confusing to me. First it's an abduction, and then they find Kiely and the car, and then why not just rule it an accident then? I mean, did they think there was some foul play happening? But then maybe after the toxicology report and all that was done, then they suddenly ruled it to be an accident. I mean, I don't understand. Like, and I'm not that smart either, y'all. So I'm like, my logic
We're
is
at the
off.
Placer Creek Reservoir, and law enforcement agencies are still out here right now. At this hour, investigators.
Okay, so then after the vehicle was recovered, investigators are still there. What are they doing there? Do you remember how the laptop and other belongings were retrieved by a YouTube channel? Then what are they still doing there? Or I mean, I don't know. Like, you guys tell me. What do you think? I don't know.
Are
What do you
still
think?
posted up. You can see that light and some law enforcement vehicles across the water. A body was found here earlier, but the Placer County Sheriff's Office says its identity has not been confirmed.
It was a pretty big stretch for them to look for her. She could have been anywhere. It just baffles me that they weren't able to locate her in 2 weeks.
And those are the same questions that we have too. I mean, she's a local or around there, and she's asking the same thing. I mean, it is asking these questions really such a horrible thing.
For them to not be able to find her, it is pretty, I don't know. It bothers me a little.
Yeah, it bothers me too, man. It bothers me too. And it should be okay to voice that opinion. I mean, why is that so wrong? It's already been out there on the news. So why is it not okay for us to ask the same thing here on YouTube?
Honestly.
Many in the community questioning why it took until their involvement for law enforcement to potentially have an update to the search in this area.
So you see, it's people from there. They're doing that. They're also wondering. I mean, you guys have to understand that this doesn't make sense, even to the people that are from there. The link to this article is in the description. Rodney's father says, question how local law enforcement, who had also searched the reservoir before the volunteer search and recovery team, could have missed it. This is absolutely not feasible. I'm grateful, Doug, says Kiely's father. He also questions the same thing.
For weeks, dozens of local, state, and federal law enforcement searched by air, foot, and boat.
And I have a lot of respect for all those people that spent all those hours searching for Kiely. That's why, how does it make sense?
but it was a private Oregon search team that ultimately found her car upside down in 14 feet of water, not far from where she went missing.
And that is another aggravating thing. She was found not far from where she went missing. She was found not far from where the ping was. I mean, I don't know. I'm scratching my head, but tell me, tell me that I shouldn't be. Because I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Look at it. This is a screenshot. Can you see the car? You're not a trained federal agent. This was before they pulled the car out. Can you see something? Whether or not the water receded or not. Who cares? You're talking about a couple feet? You're logical. Or tell me I'm wrong.
Asking why authorities didn't find it sooner. Nevada County Sheriff's Office says they searched the same area earlier but explained changing water levels.
See? People are asking. That's where other people are asking. People that are not on YouTube. People that don't have channels. Locals. How did you guys not find this? And then the excuse is, well, changing water levels. Dude, really?
And other factors complicated their search.
What other factors are they talking about? See, that's what is interesting to me as well.
How did we not find it when we were searching? The lake was extensively searched with side sonar, with an ROV. We had divers, we had swimmers. I think that's part of what we're going to have to go back to do and debrief.
Tonight, in a statement, Kiely's family is thanking the community for their support, saying in part, while we accept the sadness cast under death's shadow, the rising sun shines light upon us, reminding us not to mourn our loss. Kiely will surely remain with us, even though we will not get her back.
And all I'm saying is it's interesting, the different attitudes that these parents are taking upon receiving the news of their daughter being found in the reservoir. Dad is not okay with it. Grandpa is not okay with it. But then you have Lindsay and her quote unquote community accepting it and, let's not be sad, let's be happy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Lindsay's okay with it. You know what? Who are we to judge how people deal with tragedy? However, in my opinion, there seems to be more questions. There seems to be more questions about the series of events and why wasn't this child found earlier?
Right there with the red thing?
Yes, sir.
How in the could they have missed it?
Family, at least her dad, is asking the same questions we're asking here on the internet.
That's impossible.
And he says it. He says it. He says that's effing impossible. And he's saying that because he's emotional. I understand that. Just like the people on the internet say, or at least show some sort of compassion. That's why we dig into this. It just doesn't make sense. But I guess, we're not thinking logically. We're thinking emotionally. And he's saying that's impossible. He's not considering any factors. He's just like, it's right there. They should have found it. So he's emotional. But you know what? You two people are emotional too. And we care to the capacity that we can care about. So I just wanted to put that out there, that it's not just us YouTubers that are questioning, I suppose, the legitimacy of and I sorry, I say a lot of words. I'm done talking. I'm done listening to myself. I don't know how y'all listen to me on these stupid videos, but whatever. So anyway, I hope you don't mind that I showed some of these videos. Sometimes I go back because early on I had another computer and I basically killed that computer by making videos and streaming because it was not built for that. I replaced it, thank God, but I lost a lot of the stuff I had. So I'll go back and watch the YouTube videos because that's kind of what I have left. So what I'm going to do from here is, we have been on for about an hour now. I think that's a good time. From here, I'm just going to do some more research and I'm actually going to make a video that I will premiere later on tonight. So if you guys are still up, I would really appreciate you being there and giving me some feedback on that. But it'll be kind of a different video that I make. So I'll be working on that.
If you need to reach me, my email is in my about section. Thank you. Thank you if you became a member today or you sent a super chat. I appreciate your support. It's really nice to see that we can come together and just talk about facts and maybe some stuff that we find that it just doesn't make sense. But yeah, just let me so I appreciate you guys for being here. Army for Justice, Bridget, Phantom Channel, Heather, Caleb, you guys have been here the whole time. Miss King Scarlet, I love you. How are you? My sister, my Latin sister. Diane, who did I miss? Parker, What's a War, Frank Care, Jenny Pooh, Crane Kicks, Rumple, Miss Shannon's here, William, Mama Smurf, man, there's just so many. Crosshatch, Peg, thank you guys for being here. Tomorrow, hopefully by the end of the night, I will have that video out, and then I will see you again on Thursday for Trivia Thursday. If you weren't there last week, it was super fun. I haven't posted the winners, but I will. But it was just a really good time to just decompress. We talked a little bit about Kiely at the beginning, and then we kind of went in, and it was an hour, and that was it. So I really appreciate you guys being here. You guys are awesome. I'm going to leave the live up. Hi, Miss Cecile. How are you? Thank you, Shan, for sharing the link. I appreciate you, and any feedback, the comment section is open. Just remember to stay respectful. I'll see you all very soon, okay? I love y'all. Bye. Thank you for listening to my ASMR today. Y'all have a really good night.